what's going on, everyone? It's Muse. Today we're going to be talking about why teams are so bad. Before we get to that, in the background I'm going to have a little Weimar game playing, just something to look at while we have our little conversation here. But let's get right to it. Why teams are so bad. It is not that people don't know how to play the game. It is not that, people they put it on the CCs and they say you have to make how-to videos to teach the community how to play. It's not that people don't know how to play. Do I think that is valuable? Yes, I think it's very valuable to have CCs, putting out these videos on how to be better at the game. But that is not gonna stop the bad team play and the bad teams that is just game after game after game lately on here. Wargaming, I've been with Wargaming over a decade. I started closed beta on the original World of Tanks. When I started with Wargaming, it was 2 guys. That was it. That was all of Wargaming. And since then, it's become a very large company. This is a business to them. They want to make money. That means they can't keep just this small pool of very skilled players. They have to go out and they have to get casuals, and they have to bring in people that may not be the best gamers, may not play, That's what you need to make money. And so you're bringing these people into the game. And a CC's video, I've even heard some of the CCs say, like, the people who need to watch these videos aren't the people that are going to be watching them. They're not followed by the casual that, got an ad on Facebook for the game. They're followed by the skilled players and the people that play this game day in, day out. It's life. Like, so that's not gonna fix the problem. That's not gonna address the issue of these bad games. And the reason there is these bad games, the reason I brought up my World of Tanks experience is in World of Tanks, there's a damage upon spotting mechanic. And there is one in World of Warships, but they are drastically different. And the one in World of Tanks, if you spot and your teammates hit that, you literally get just as much as they do. Like, it's the reward for spotting in World of Tanks is on par with doing damage. And you don't have that in World of Warships. The reward for spotting for good team play is not there. The only thing you're rewarding in World of Warships is damage, 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 damage. So it creates these teams, like imagine a D&D party where, you don't have healers, you don't have tanks, you don't have scouts, you don't have, any kind of support to the group whatsoever. You don't have buffs, debuffs, you have nothing except damage dealers. That party is not going to do well. That party is probably going to fail. That party is probably going to die. But that's the system that's been created here. Like, apply that to an MMO. If you rewarded no kind of gameplay in an MMO, you didn't get anything for tanking, you didn't get anything for healing. The only thing you got anything for was damage dealing. There would be only damage dealers in MMOs. You can't have that. It's like, I'm not sure why the decision was made to go this route with just damage being, the primary focus, but this is what creates this bad team play. You have teams of 9, and if all 9 of them are trying to be damage dealers rather than doing their jobs, spotting, it's not gonna go well. And game after game you see it, Let's talk about the rewards on here on World of Warships. So BB gets 10%. 10% of the damage. CV, 20%. CV is so vital in spotting, and all you have to do is look to the Pacific campaign in World War II to understand how valuable CVs are to finding the enemy. And, 20%. A cruiser, 30%. A DD, 40%, best reward in the game. Now, how many times have you seen a DD not want to go out and spot? So is that reward really anything that incentivizes going out and getting that spot? Obviously not, because they'd rather get the damage. They'd rather throw some torps out there and then go sit behind an island and hope their torps hit than go out there and get a spot for the BBs you know, 3 BBs that are sitting behind them that could light the guy up in 2 seconds. And it's ridiculous. The priority's in the wrong place. And I'm not saying prioritize, you know, team play elements over damage, but it should be on par with that. It should be, you can have just as big of a game doing spotting and doing radars and things that the team needs rather than going out and chasing damage. And that's why it's just game after game after game of just horrible team play, people doing their own thing. It's, you know, like, a lot of the community jokes around and calls this potatoes, you know, oh, they're just bad at the game. They're not bad at the game. They're being rewarded only for damage. So the only thing they care about is getting damage. That's it. It's that simple. Like, if you want people to play this game right, you know, CC videos are not going to help. You need to reward the things that people need to be doing. And that element on World of Tanks, you know, the damage while spotting, it literally is hard to get spots in that game because people fight to get a spot because that is free damage. All you gotta do is spot them, and whatever damage the team hits them for, you're gonna collect. And you don't have that here. So people don't want to spot. And I don't blame them. You know, I sit in a carrier, and you put me in these matches with 5 and 6 DDs, I don't get to go farming battleships. Because I'm a team player, and I'm a division, you know, I play for my division mates. So rather than get to go farm battleships and just rack up some huge crazy damage, I have to sit there and go hunt down 5 or 6 DDs. One by one by one by one. It takes me the whole game. I get no damage off of it. And I get no reward. I finish at the bottom of the team. Literally, if there was an MVP in some of those games, I would be the MVP for going and finding all these DDs and getting them off the board. But I'm at the bottom of the team. So why would anybody do that? Like, I do it for my division mates. I do it for my win rate. But it's frustrating to sit there and come in bottom of the team when you know you worked your butt off that game to get your team a win. And you come in bottom of the team. You know, a DD has to go out and risk his ship to get 40%. 40%, wow. And then to make it even worse, like, you know, on top of this low, we're gonna give you barely anything for doing this, there's all kinds of little catches. So the spotter must be detecting the target at the moment the shells hit. So if you spot something as it goes through a gap and your teammates fire on it, and they hit it just as it goes behind an island and drops spot, you get no credit for that. No credit. That's not cool. Another one is, you know, damage over time. Fires, floods, give you nothing. You get nothing for that. So, you're not getting anything for spotting for torque boats, and you're not getting anything for spotting from A2 spammers, or a Nelson, or anybody that throws any kind of flame damage. Like, what am I getting for spotting? Nothing. A frickin' ribbon. You're giving me a ribbon. And that's why you want me to go out and spot? So I can finish bottom of the team? Have everything to do with that team winning, but finish at the bottom of the team. And then you wonder why game after game after game, it's just horrible, horrible team play. And you feel like you're alone out there just soloing 9 other ships. I wonder why. That's what's needed. Incentives to play this game correctly. Don't put it on your CCs and be like, oh, you know, you need to teach the community, because they can't even reach half the people that need to be reached. Those people don't watch their videos. You need to reward them. Give them 100% of any damage they spot. If it's their spot, give them all the damage. Why? Why would you be like, oh, we're gonna reward damage but not spotting? Not radaring? Not doing the things a team needs done? Like, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I hope, you know, something gets changed with that, because it just promotes bad play. Thank you all. Have a great day. Take care. Appreciate you. Bye.